No.
Oh, I was looking into the camera talking.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna restart it.
Alright.
Wait, did I fuck around on the map at all? No. Okay, we're good. Did I
Okay.
fuck up anywhere? No. Okay.
Alright, okay, ready?
Yeah, I'll just sit and spawn while we talk, I guess. Do you want to start it off, or shall I?
I can start it off.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Alright.
Go for it.
I feel weird that I have to hold down my button to talk at the same time. Okay. Alright, ready? Hold on. I gotta sit up straight. Let me know when your camera ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Linny from Selfless GG, and I'm here with Rain. Say hi.
Hi.
And today we will... What are we doing, Rain? What are we doing today?
We are gonna go over some smokes and flashes, and yeah, we're gonna redo this right now.
I hate you. Okay, I'm gonna...
What do I say? We're gonna go over some nades for B execute.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
And let's go.
Hey everybody, it's Liddy from Selfless GG's female team, and today I'm here with...
Rainbow!
And what are we gonna do today, Rain?
We are gonna go over some nades for B execute.
Alright, so start us off. What's the most important thing for a B execute?
Alright, so first off, for a B execute, you're gonna want to get short control. And it's important to get short control consistently, even doing your default. Short is really important because it is the connector to A to B. So having this cuts off rotations and information for the CTs. So first off, to get short control, have one of your teammates throw a molly. Let's hope I can land it. Okay, this is awkward. One more time. So I line up with this dot on the pillar, and then I usually throw it before the wall disappears. I don't think that one made it either.
No,
Okay,
it did! Yay!
Okay. And so you're gonna have at least 1 to 2 people running through the tube, and while they're running through, the person that threw the molly is gonna come over here and throw this flash. So you just aim at the leaves and tap W, and I'll show you where it lands. So that's gonna blind anyone running here. Even if they run through the molly and are still trying to take short control, they're gonna get blind. Another flash for when you take it, for the people running through here, just bounce it off here. Usually people don't even realize that there's a flash there. So once you're in short and you have control, make sure you clear sandbags, obviously. And you're setting up for your B execute. Here are some mollies for barrel and ramp. This one's for barrel, so I just line up with this and go up to this line and just tap W. So that one's for barrel. And this one, I line up with that line and this pole, and I tap W as well. This one's for ramp.
Oh wow, that's a really good ramp molly.
Yeah, you have those two, so if there's anyone barrel, they have to run through 2 mollies to get to safety. Alright, and so these people can also throw a heaven smoke from right here, and you can also throw that one from right here as well.
It's important you clarify with your teammate who's throwing what as well, so you're not double smoking something. You could use another smoke for bridge, which Rain.
Yeah, so the bridge one, I line up with this, and just to the right of this dot. Ta-da! Alright, and a good flash. Ooh, where was it again? Right here.
Yeah.
And so you just tap S on this one. So that's gonna blind anyone on hill, and it's also gonna blind people at graffiti. Alright, so that's mostly what the short people are gonna do. For the people outside of monster, which is usually going to be maybe 2 to 3, depending on how your team is going to execute. So you can smoke bridge from outside of monster. So I line up with this just a little bit to the left and just halfway. My thumb, I'm right-handed, so my thumb is halfway up the brick. Lenny, I don't know what it looks like on your screen.
I'll have to switch.
Yeah.
Hold on. Alright, do it again.
Alright, you see how it's like halfway up this brick?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or it's a little bit more than half. And there's a bridge one, and middle of sight. So you just line up with this black dot and aim right here. And you can also throw middle of sight from, oops, right here as well at the barrel if you want to do it really fast. You just aim at the top of this red pole.
The candy cane.
Oh yeah. Alright, and just some quick flashes. Just come right here, aim there, and tap W. And another one, oops, stuck in the wall. That one's gonna blind barrel. It was right there, right?
Yeah, so that'll
Okay.
blind anybody that's barrel looking into monster. And it's important that you don't overthrow flashes. You want to make sure that you have at least like 2 to 3 decent flashes, and then if any other people throw flashes over, those are kind of just extra flashes that you're hoping that they might run into while like trying to re-peek or something. You don't want to like overdo your flashes. As long as you got at least 2 decent ones that blind a major part of the site.
Yeah, so to show what it would look like, it's gonna look something like this. So that is what it's gonna look like. So it's gonna be 2 mollies, 2 smokes, and flashes. So you're gonna have at least 2 people coming up short, and at least 2 people coming monster. So it could be 2 to 3 short, 2 or 3 monster. You could have 2 and 2 and a lurker somewhere. So Linny, if I was to do this execute, what would you do to counter it?
Well, as a CT, I think some things I would do right off the bat is to make sure that you guys don't get short control. So if that's a terrorist's ultimate goal is to get short control, some ways you can counter that are by contesting them. So you could basically fight back and try to regain short control. So basically right off the bat, you could have somebody in spawn throwing this smoke, which will land in short. So basically, I just line up with the, like around the middle of the tire. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just to the right of this window, at the top of the window. So again, that's what it looks like, and it lands inside the barrel. So you could have an A player throw that for you, and then have your B players just running all the way to short, getting ready to fight that. There's also a smoke you can throw if you want to stop them from coming out of monster, or stop an opera from peeking you monster. Basically, I just line up with the corner of this little grate, and then I aim in the middle of this. I don't even know what this is, but I just aim in the middle of it, and then, oh sorry, actually, hold on. It's right here, and then at the top of this,
Oh my god.
Oh god, we'll just start off from there.
Edit it.
Well, yeah, we'll start off from there.
Okay, I'm just gonna retry. That fucking sucks,
That
dude.
sucks.
I should have known that was gonna happen. Especially when I said, "Oh, we've been dicking around in Mumble for an hour." Like, duh, we're gonna get fucking kicked. Jesus. Oh, it's not letting. It's not letting me in the server.
Oh, I just.
Are you in it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay. Fuck, that sucks.
Okay, try to rejoin.
Awkward moment. They don't edit this out.
I gotta practice this smoke again.
Smoke.
Oops.
They better edit it because I just vaped. Oh no, dude, I have that glitch where I'm like running without hitting any of my buttons.
What? Oh, you just hit your buttons again.
Oh, I just left.
Alright.
1 sec.
What was the last thing you asked me? So Lenny, if I was a CT, what would you do to counter it?
Yeah, do you want to just start
I could
off from
just,
there?
yeah, I'll just cut and start off from there.
The 3 scrims that are like in practice mode right now, CLG, Selfless, and Lunatic.
Daddy.
Yeah, dude. CLG the males, obviously.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I just start, or are you joining?
I'm joining.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in the server, kind of just jerk off around you, but that's okay.
You could throw an input if I miss anything.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna say this. Me and Goose, when we take short control, we throw this flash, and it's actually pretty good. So there's like this line on the grate that's like diagonal. I kind of just aim in the middle while I'm running.
Okay.
Actually, I aim a little bit higher.
Oh, that's a good one. I see it.
And it bounces over this wall.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so...
Because, yeah, the timing on it is that they're just going to be coming out of the tube or a little bit out of it once you, like, are coming around the corner.
Okay. Alright, so when I'm throwing flashes, maybe you can stand in those spots.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
for sure.
I'll peek and then I'll be like, look guys, it's raining. She's blind.
Look, she's fucking blind.
See, it works. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, pretend you asked me, okay, Lainey?
Okay. Okay, Linny, so if I... What? What? So if I threw all those nades, how would you counter it? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Linny, so if I threw all those nades, what would you do to counter it?
Well, as a CT, basically what you want to do is, if you know a team is contesting short a lot, you obviously want to fight them back. You don't want to give them control of this because like Rain said, like Rain said, this is a very important part of the map because this is basically what is connecting B to A or B to mid and mid to B, and it's basically going to be a really vital part of the map for the CTs because when you're rotating, you don't want to all be cluttered CT spawn or like CT jump up and bank. You don't want to be stuck there having to retake 5v5 there. So you want to make sure you have control of this so you guys can easily go upstairs and take retake A from mid as well, so you're not all stuck in one spot. But anyways, so what I would do as a CT is take short control. And ways you could do that are by having, you could have a B player throw this or an A player, but you want to make sure that you have somebody that's not going to go short throw this smoke. So basically I stand anywhere like in the middle of the tire-ish and then to the right of this window.
Throwing smoke.
And this will land in short tunnel. So this will stop them, unless they run through the smoke, because obviously this will stop them from trying to contest short. You could also throw a monster smoke, which is right here, so just on the top right corner of this grate. And then I aim at this part of this pole, and then I basically release when my crosshair gets to this little thingy. I don't even know what these are called.
Laying down
So
smoke.
just walk through until you get to that, and then release, and this will land in monster. This is a nice smoke because before you could throw this, but you had to have a jump throw, and now that jump throws are not allowed, this is a nice alternative to have, and it's really easy to throw, just with a little bit of practice. So there's a smoke on short, the smoke monster, and basically what you would have your two short players do is a few things they could do is when you're coming out of this doorway, you could nade short. So Rain's my little test dummy. So basically, as soon as you're coming out of this doorway, I aim at this second balcony. And then, so I come here and then I start walking and then I release. And this will bounce right at the tippy top of her head.
And Rain, how much damage did that do?
41.
41? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Wow.
So you could either do that nade just by yourself and hope that it gets a lot of damage in, or you could double nade it with your other teammate, and then that would definitely kill at least one person that's going short. So you could do those nades, and then keep in mind the smoke could still be up.
Laying down smoke.
So you do the nade, and then you flash out.
Flashbang.
And this flash is nice to throw. I think I kind of missed it. This
No,
flash
you
is
hit it.
oh, okay. This flash is nice to throw in case anybody is already out short. So if they decide to run out of the smoke, they're barely visible.
Their screen, I don't know how to say this. They can barely see because they're coming out of the smoke, so they don't see the flash coming.
Yeah. Their visibility is limited.
That's a good way
Yeah?
to put it. So I just aim where this little diagonal part is, just like around here in the middle. I don't know if you can see this little diagonal line. That's where I aim, and then I just release, and it flashes them on short. So you could do that, and then contest this. If you don't want to smoke short from spawn, you could easily smoke it from here. You just left and right click, and I aim in the middle, just like in this corner of the building.
Smoke.
And then just run and release. So that also smokes it off. And that's basically what I would do to contest them on short. If you want to give them short control, you could easily give them short control, and that train is so loud. You could easily give them short control and then just play a retake short control. So let's say you just give it to them, you know, your team's set up, you maybe have one graffiti, you know, whatever your basic B setup is, and you have somebody who is committed to this monster tunnel holding this. The other two B players could call for this person to throw a pop flash over short so they can get really close, call for the flash, and when the flash pops they could peek and then fight the people in short. So the flash that I throw is just lined up like in the middle of this, and then I aim to the height of this crane, so just like this, and then I just tap W.
Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
So what that looks like is
Fire in the hole.
that's where the nade pops, and it basically gets anybody that's already out of short trying to hold sandbag. So again,
Deploying flashbang.
that's where you throw it. So that, Rain, how blind are you?
Very blind.
So blind, I know. Just best nade thrower NA right here.
Oh yeah.
So that's the flash that I throw for short, and then I also throw one if your teammates have short control and they want to keep progressing and they want to take control of monster. One of the flashes that I throw, it's a little bit risky, so you want to make sure that you either have this smoked off
Throwing smoke.
and you feel that it's safe enough for you to be on top of this barrel. So make sure you're not risking your life to throw this flash. But basically I stand on this first barrel. Doesn't have to be anywhere perfect, just stand on top of it, and then I aim to the left of the middle of the light. So like this. And then again just tap W.
Deploying flashbang.
So where that goes
Throwing a grenade.
is here, and that will blind anybody that is outside of monster, and if you land the nade right, it will blind somebody that is also close monster. So let's see if I'm landing it right.
Throwing flashbang.
Yay,
Are
you
you
got it.
blind? Yeah.
So if you get it right, it basically blinds anybody outside monster, so your team is safe to push and progress and clear all of this, and then that person that flashes could easily just rotate back to A. So those are ways that I would contest them on short. Now if you see smokes coming over, mollies coming over, and flashes coming over, obviously what you want to do, if you have nades left over, molly off short if you can, molly off monster if you can, just to kind of stop the rushes and get yourself into proper positions to get ready to fight. One thing that I like to do too is when I see nades coming over, we try to, if you can, to take control of either monster. Let's say like you want to get a couple, this guy wants to get a couple shots off when he sees smokes flying over, do a little bit of damage and then fall, because you want to do as much damage as you can so when the rest of your team rotates, they don't have a lot to worry about. So one of the flashes that I like to throw is, let's say I am the player that is close here. and I want a flash that'll pop perfectly to get anybody that is monster. What I will do is have somebody throw a flash right here. So basically standing anywhere here, I aim to the height of this fence and just release. No fancy run throw, no left and right click, just a release, and it gets anybody in the monster tunnel. And it's a really nice pop flash.
Flashbang.
So basically just stand here, wait for the flash to pop, peek, and then get the kills or do damage and fall.
Trying to think what else.
Oh, what about this Molly for a
Oh yeah.
retake?
Okay, so some retake nades. The molly that I like to throw for retaking, because this is such a little, like, I don't even know what the word is. It's such an annoying little spot that people like to play. It's a really good spot to play, but it's really annoying to try to, you know, when you're running out, you're clearing all these corners, and, you know, this guy is just a pesky little person sitting in there. So what I like to do is molly him off, and what you could do is just stand on top of this plywood, whatever this is, and I aim to the height, basically where this line is, and just tap W and jump throw.
Incendiary out.
And that mollies him off, and he'll have to go hill. So with that molly, some nice flashes thrown over,
Flashbang.
and then, you know, you just run out and you catch somebody completely off guard. One of the flashes that I also like to throw is this one for this corner. Rain's being my little model, thank you. So if they're in that spot, I like to throw a flash right here, and it's a left and right click.
Deploying flashbang.
So that basically just pops right in front of her face. She can't really do anything about it because she doesn't see it coming. Let me throw it one more time.
Deploying flashbang.
So throw that, she's blind, maybe clear that, you know, or you have somebody up close here holding these angles right when it pops, they clear that. And I think that's, I don't know, am I missing anything?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah,
Sounds good
so
to me.
Those are just, oh, my fancy cat flash. How could I forget?
Yeah.
All right, this is my favorite flash because I discovered it on my own and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So basically, let's say you guys have short control and they decide, you know, the T's decide, oh, they have short control, let's just all go out monster. Now, you guys are on short control and you want to help your teammate who's either stuck in B or maybe you're all on short and no one's in B and you want to fight this. Basically, my favorite flash in the world is this one, which is basically, it's going to bounce off of this peg. So I aim just a little bit above it and I tap W.
Flashbang.
And it
Wow,
pops.
just the most blind.
And it pops perfectly on the other side of the corner of that wall. So let me show you a nade.
Grenade out.
So that's where it pops, and it basically gets anybody who's already out monster and like getting ready to fight your whole team. So it's a really nice flash to throw. You know,
Throwing flashbang.
just the best thing ever. Just, you know, what can I say? I'm just so good at flashes. So yeah, I think that's it from me and Rain. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well, that's all. Thanks for tuning
Thanks
in.
for watching.
Bye.
High five.
Oh.
And the end. That was good.
Was it? I feel like I blabbered on a lot.
No, I think it was a little bit longer than I was hoping for it to be, but I don't really care.